Hey everyone, it's Danielle and Plessis, your wellness coach from Cape Town, South Africa. It's such a beautiful day again in Cape Town, and I'm definitely going to use this day to get out there and just enjoy the beautiful weather we have today. But I hope you guys are all doing great and that you've all had a lovely weekend so far and got some time to relax. Guys, today I wanted to talk about coping mechanisms. Particularly bad or negative and good or healthy coping mechanisms. Now, no matter how well or how perfect some of our lives may seem, or no matter how well things may be going in our lives, there will always be instances, or there will always be times where things don't always go the way we had planned, or things happen that we didn't foresee, or there's various stresses or traumatic events. And there are various ways that each of us responds to these things in our lives. Now, sometimes the way we respond is positive, we adopt healthy coping mechanisms to deal with it. And other times, a lot of us indulge in unhealthy coping mechanisms, which actually make the problem so much more worse because you're just delaying dealing with the inevitable. Okay, so I just want to give very few quick hints or indicators of what bad coping mechanisms are and what some good ones are. Okay, so some really bad ones are when people act out. They misbehave or indulge in unhealthy behaviors in order to deal with the trauma or the stressor that they're experiencing. Now, this could be drinking or taking drugs, or a combination of the two. But acting out is definitely one key factor that people get involved in when they're dealing with a stressor. The second one is denial. Refusing to acknowledge and accept that, hang on, I'm going through something here and it's not very comfortable. Instead, some people just deny there is a problem at all and use other methods to escape dealing with it. Okay. The third one is regression. So going back into a childhood state, where those feelings of discomfort and that negative trauma wasn't there. Okay. The other one is repression. So subconsciously, suppressing all those uncomfortable thoughts and just not dealing with it at all. Just pushing it further down and just not dealing with it. All right. The other one is self-harm, where people, the trauma seems so huge and so immense for people that they start indulging in self-harming activities, as a means to escape or as a means to deal with the issue. And the other one is emotionality, having extreme emotional outbursts and just being very, very emotional. Now, those are just a few. There are so many more unhealthy coping mechanisms, but the ones I've mentioned are the ones I'm seeing and hearing a lot of. So those are the pivotal ones. Now, guys, I know life can be hard. At the moment we are going through this huge pandemic in the world, and we all to some extent have been feeling anxious and stressed and just worried about the future and what that might hold for each and every one of us. But the truth is, you're not alone. We're all going through and experiencing stress towards this pandemic and towards the other things we're all going through in our personal lives. But there are a host of things you can do, particularly healthy things you can do, in order to cope with the stressor. I guess some of them are exercise. Exercise is huge and it's a big one because exercise makes you feel good. It releases those endorphins. It gets, the heart pumping. So exercise is a huge one. The other one's reading. Reading is so amazing. It's an escape. from what's happening in the world, and we can just for a few minutes take our mind off what's happening and just relax and just change our mindset for a bit. The other one is listening to music. Listen to your favorite songs, songs that remind you of good times or of happier times. I don't know about you, but whenever I put on some really nice music, my mood's just lifted automatically. So listening to some good music is always good. Going for walks, getting some fresh air. Those are other nice factors that are healthy coping mechanisms. Talking to people or people in your circle that you trust and know you can confide in, and just having a healthy outlet, by speaking to them and letting them know that how you're feeling, and them giving you advice and just getting all those feelings out. That helps a lot as well. Watching your favorite movie. It seems like something so simple, but that's also a healthy coping strategy. You get to just relax for a bit and laugh, if it's a funny movie or, whatever it is. Sometimes watching our favorite movies, particularly, like the ones from our childhood, like the animated ones like The Lion King or any one of those, can sometimes just put us in such a good state of mind. So that's another one. And just, dealing with things one day at a time, and not trying to look ahead and not trying to worry about how the issue or the problem might be next week or 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Just take it one day at a time, live for today, deal with today. Tomorrow will take care of itself. And always just know that you are not alone in whatever you are feeling and experiencing. There are many other people out there going through exactly what you're going through, if not worse. Okay, so guys, those are just a few of my tips on coping strategies. I hope they work for you. And if there's anyone that ever needs to chat, about anything, please see my website below. And if you like my video, please do like and subscribe to my page. I post regular videos, generally twice a week on a Wednesday and then a Sunday. So yeah, those are my tips, guys. Have a good rest of weekend. Take it easy and we'll chat soon. Bye.